Hey everyone, this is Danielle and welcome to my YouTube channel Danielle Style, where we deal with topics from business to style. The topic today would be a mixture of the biased behavior, the alleged, biased behavior of the media, as well as police handling of persons while searching. And we also have the Media Association of Trinidad and Tobago's response to Gary's comments saying the media is biased. So first of all, I'm going to show you all the article where community leader Burkie stated that the police handled their search inappropriately. Then I will show you a clip from CNC3's Morning Brew show with Gary Griffith and Hema. Then I will show the response from the Media Association of Trinidad and Tobago towards Gary's handling of that interview on the Morning Brew show. So first, I'm going to read snippets from an article with Burkie where he's stating that he does not like how the police conducted the search. So I got this from Facebook's Alert TNT page. The heading of the article: Burkie, daughters traumatized by police raids. Community leader Cedric Burke yesterday appealed to police officers to respect women's privacy when carrying out raids. I will go to the third paragraph. He said his 4 teenage daughters and their mothers were asleep at both properties when the police arrived. He said male officers ignored pleas for the women to be allowed to get dressed before they carried out their searches. He said the officers only stopped when a senior officer arrived on the scene and questioned their treatment of the women. I think they could have been prepared because they know they were coming and who would be there. That is my concern. He said there should have been female officers present to conduct the intimate searches. Burke did not seem concerned about how he was treated by the police over the past few days, but he was deeply troubled about what happened to his relatives. And then I will go to the last slide and the last paragraph where he said, I've always been the target of law enforcement throughout my life. That is not a worry or problem to me. Now I will insert here a clip from the interview from the Morning Brew where Gary Griffith is telling us what he thinks of this situation.
What I would like people for us to, again, going back to the media, it was on the front page. I'm not going to call the Newsday's name, but again, you find the attorney for one of the individuals and you use his view. What is it that the media has? Something what I notice here is that sometimes we look after all of the rights of the criminals and not the rights of the 1.3 million law-abiding citizens. We saw it with CNC3 last night. You go all the way to Laramie to find an individual. You go to speak to Burkie. Right here on CNC3, all sort of different individuals of questionable repute. I wonder if Bin Laden's son, if he has a son, he comes down for Carnival, if he will be on Morning Edition to give the side of ISIS. We are being misunderstood. We need to understand at times this is not a level playing field. This is good versus evil. This is a situation where our police officers are working very hard, and then the media now to sell $3 extra for a newspaper. We have have to find somebody who decides to defend an individual. The same individuals who are concerned about their daughters being...
I wanted to ask you about that because
I hope those same individuals will have the same feeling when gang members call hits on the children. What is worse, the children, your child, obviously, which is unacceptable. What about when it is people call hits on the children killed?
But these men were not charged, the ones that were released. And I know we'll pick up on this topic, but I want to ask you to comment. According and two newspapers, they had the story this morning, daughters traumatized by police in the raid. He's accusing them of not allowing...
Yes, because the CNC digs deep to find these persons to do interviews, because that's the role of the CNC3. Give the criminals, give other persons their side, it's always good. Who's after here? Bin Laden's granddaughter?
Let's go back to the story and the...
What does CNC3 have to always find individuals deep inside?
Is it a matter that will be investigated?
Is it a matter that when it is, we went into Beatum, and all CNC3 could find is 3 guys with their pants hanging down. What is this with CNC3? What is it? Is CNC3 the corporate communication unit for wrongdoing?
Commissioner, will the matter be investigated?
Would CNC3 stop trying to find a level playing field between good versus evil?
You understand that also, like you, the media has a right to show all sides of the story, and we only have an obligation to...
So how is it that the media, in the free world, you'll never see them ask Bin Laden's nephew or gang leader and have them in prominence or have an attorney?
Do you think if they stop being featured in the media that these people will lose their level of credibility or their influence?
That is what you all are doing. You all are giving them credibility, you all are giving them prominence, you all are giving them a sense of character, and you are allowing young persons to say, hey, that's my boss, look, he's on newspapers, he's on CNC3. Again, the media, you all have a job to play, and it is much more than getting $3 sold for an extra newspaper.
Do you think the media is at war with the police service?
I think the media they need to understand their role and function, just as the Law Association. When the Law Association sends out a release without speaking to other members of the Law Association, without speaking to the Commissioner of Police, and making very foolish comments, it shows that we need to understand our responsibility. This is a war out there. We have a country to defend, and the media, it is not a status, it's not a matter of balance, it's not a matter of, well, let us try and find an equal playing field. This is a situation of good versus evil.
Now I will read from the Media Association of Trinidad and Tobago's Facebook page, where they posted a response to Gary Griffith's response to Burkie's comments on how the police raid should have been carried out. So I'll read very quickly. The Media Association of Trinidad and Tobago would like to put on record that the duty of all journalists is to report all sides of a story, not just selected viewpoints. While the Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffith, is free to express his opinion on how journalists conduct their duties, Matt would like to remind the COP, of course that's Commissioner of Police, that freedom of the press is a cornerstone of our democracy. Mr. Griffith has repeatedly used his right to freedom of speech to sarcastically refer to media houses and journalists he does not agree with. However, Matt suggests the Commissioner be more temperate in his choice of words so as not to create the impression he is not in support of a free press. Matt's recent conversation with the Police Commissioner was one we felt positive about, and we take the opportunity to remind him that he is not at war with the media, nor is the media at war with him or the police service. We support the good work of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and will continue to report on their fight against crime. Likewise, the journalists of Trinidad and Tobago will continue to highlight the views that should be of persons who may disagree with the manner in which police conduct their duties. The press will not muzzle these people. If the Commissioner disagrees with the views expressed, we will report on that also. Having said that, Matt reminds reporters and journalists of the need to be fair and balanced in all reporting. Well, look what we have here. This Matt article stated that they are not at war with each other. The media is not at war with Gary Griffith and the police. But I mean, if you all, really looked at what was really going on with that interview with Gary Griffith and him of the Morning Brew, it looks like they are. They are. We are all at war. Now, I would have to say that I agree with most of these parties. Firstly, in a police raid, I mean, women have the right, especially young, I mean, they were teenage girls, so they were not even adults. And they are also women. It's a human right, basic human right, that if the police is going to do a raid or anything like that, I mean, it could be a little more, it could be orchestrated a little better than that. He stated that they were not given time to, this is Burkie of course I'm speaking about, they were not given time to cover themselves up properly. They were just awoken from sleep. I mean, that is a serious issue, right? Whether or not he is allegedly into criminal activities, people should still have the right, especially women, to not have themselves exposed. And I mean, they were not at fault in any of this, right? They are just innocent bystanders. Coming to the case of Gary Griffith with his comments on the Morning Brew interview, well, I mean, you could see that they both, Gary Griffith and Hema, both came across as a little edgy towards each other in their speech. That was not necessary, but hey, alright, they both got their points across. Hema was saying that the media has the right to report both sides of the story, and Gary Griffith was saying that there is this kind of glorification of what is deemed as the bad influences of society in order for them to sell newspapers. And of course, the Media Association brought up the rear by stating, just as Hema said, that the media has a right to report both sides of the story. I do agree, because there are a lot of things being hidden. For example, kind of straying onto another topic, the Asian mafia with the Venezuelan girls being trafficked, and all these community leaders who are allegedly in criminal activities, and them allegedly putting hits out on people, which is obviously raising the crime rate. All these things the public needs to know, because it's dealing with our safety, especially the people who are innocent bystanders. We are just innocently just going about our business, and some of us get caught in the crossfire. Some of us are, you know, injured and killed, and we don't know what is going on. I'm talking about the innocent people. The criminal animals, well, that's another story that I would not really comment on right now. But each of these three parties have a right, and we have to remember human rights. We have to remember the rights of the media. Also, the need for the media to be more balanced in their reporting. And of course, Gary Griffith and his crew, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, also have a part to play, and they need to also be helped out by the media and the public. So I know this was a long video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to find out more information about news topics in Trinidad and Tobago as well as other parts of the world, carnival news, lifestyle, Please feel free to subscribe to Danny L Style YouTube channel, and I'm also on Facebook. You can also subscribe to my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I will see you in another video. Bye.